what you're seeing is dead skin that's gonna flake off eventually while like new healthy skin.
Hi, dermatologist here. Y'all have tagged me in this creator's videos over and over again. I can't diagnose people over the internet. I don't do that. But if y'all are interested in this caveman method, I can tell you what could happen. Dr. Dre already made a really good video about what's called dermatitis neglecta. This is a weird thing in dermatology where sometimes like two diagnoses are the same because my thoughts automatically went to something else called terra firma formae dermatitis. These are basically rashes that come from people not bathing, not washing. I think that dermatitis neglecta overlap is really telling because like a lot of the images that you will see of this online are in children that are not being washed. But these disorders could also be seen in people who have psychiatric disorders or people who just like don't have the means to bathe regularly. I have seen this in real life, and most often it's in my unhoused patients who just do not have the means to get to a place where they can bathe. Depending on where it comes up, it can be mistaken for other diagnoses. So, you could see this and maybe think that it's an acantholytic disorder. So that's a disorder where the skin cells can actually not hold together properly, and both diagnoses have been described as cornflake-like. Another diagnosis that this is commonly mixed up with is something called confluent and reticulated papillomatosis, CARP for short. What we see in this diagnosis is just basically like dead retained skin cells and microbes that build up. I'm always talking about the fact that like there's no need to use exfoliants because your skin cells just fall off on their own. That's considering that we're actually washing ourselves. I know that people are calling this the caveman method, but even cave people went into water. I think that, yeah, the bathing is appropriate. One thing I never knew about this diagnosis is that some people refer to it as Duncan's dirty dermatosis in honor of Dr. Duncan, who first described it. But we call it terra firma because it can look like little patches of dry land surrounded by water if you use your imagination. To the original posters,